Rangers 4H file photos. New York Yankees Aaron Judge, left. Texas Rangers Joey Gallo, right, by Evan Grant, staff writer at Evan P_Grant. Surprise Arizona. Rangers camp was deserted Monday. There wasn't anything to see. It is at this point where, being a grizzled veteran of the social media frontlines, I would expect your retort to be, well, that about sums up the 2019 season, and that would be a good comeback, too. But it wouldn't be entirely accurate. It's been well documented the Rangers are entering a different phase. For a decade they have either been contenders or entered the season with hopes of being one. This season, the best GM John Daniels can muster is that he won't place any limitations on the team, which is another way of saying he won't place expectations on them either. Use whatever trope you would like to describe it. Rebuilding, or growing fit, tanking, is probably hipper. What's clear, it's not a season the Rangers will judge based on wins and losses, even if the majority of their fans do. Their focus is simple: get better in every way, even if it results in another 95-loss season. Daniels spent the offseason overhauling the baseball operations, player development and scouting departments. Monday, a day before pitchers and catchers arrived, was the first opportunity to gather all those departments together and set a tone for how the Rangers would go about the project. More than 100 coaches, scouts and executives trekked off campus for an all-day, turn-the-page, start-fresh retreat. It's necessary work, much like grading dirt before constructing something on top of it. And just like grading dirt, it's often difficult to see what's just dirt and what constitutes progress. Daniels acknowledged last week that a lot of the Rangers' processes, get used to the word, will take place behind the scenes. Nomar Mazara could finally achieve stardom in 2019, and more predictions for the Rangers' final season at Globe Life Park. That's also another way of saying, it may not be so noticeable to the naked eye. Which leads to this question: so what, I am even watching this spring or this season? Or better, what's interesting about this team? Glad you finally asked. It's 2019. Here are 19 questions that the Rangers can answer for their future this season. Can a noticeably slimmer Willie Calhoun force his way into the lineup? If he does, could the Rangers find a landing place for Shin-Soo-Choo? Are they willing to eat upwards of $30 million of Choo's remaining $42 million in salary to find a landing place for him? Will Nomar Mazara, entering his fourth full season in the majors, put together an above-average offensive season to go with his above-average swing? And can Mazara become a capable defender? Can Joey Gallo improve his two-strike approach enough to put him on the same plane as Aaron Judge? Is Rundor capable of combining the power he displayed in 2016-17 with the plate discipline he showed for much of 2018 to allow him to post the first .800 ops season of his career? As he begins his second decade in baseball, is Elvis Andrus merely a league-average shortstop at this point? If he is, what impact might that have on how the Rangers attack filling out the left side of their infield for 2020? Will an experienced but oft-injured set of starting pitchers be able to buy some time to allow for needed refinement in the minor leagues by the first wave of promising young starters, Joe Palumbo, Taylor Hearn and Jonathan Hernandez? If the pitching prospects are ready by mid-season, will the Rangers be able to parlay some or all of Mike Minor, Lance Lynn, Drew Smyly, Shelby Miller and Edinson Volquez into another wave of young pitchers? Is Jose Leclerc, on the strength of his freak changeup, ready to become the game's next dominant closer? If so, should the Rangers consider trading him at the deadline? Can Isaiah Kiner-Falefa physically withstand catching upwards of 50 games and become a long-term catching option? Can Jose Trevino become his catching platoon mate? Is Delino Deshields merely a space holder in center field until Julio Pablo Martinez is ready? Does Hunter Pence have anything left besides a menacing glare and an infectious personality? Can Matt Davidson become a real two-way threat as an infielder and pitcher, or is it just another laboratory experiment bound to go kablooey? Does out of options Connor Sadzik have a present in the Rangers bullpen, or is his 100 miles per hour fastball destined to end up elsewhere? There are plenty of questions to answer and plenty of things to watch for. If Rangers answer all of these definitively, it will end up being a productive year, even if it's not a successful one. And if you can follow all of them, it might end up being an interesting season, even if it's not a winning one.